Welcome to the Listing Your Facility with Michigan DEQ Recycling Directory tutorial. My name is Amy Lafferty and I will be taking you step by step through the process of getting your facility listed in the directory so that residents can begin finding your facility to utilize for their recycling needs. For the purposes of this tutorial video, we will narrate the differences between signing up for organizations that have already created a profile elsewhere within ReTrack, but demonstrate how to sign up as a brand new organization. The first step is to either log in or make a profile with ReTrack Connect. To do this, first visit www.connect.retrack.com. If you are a new user, follow the instructions for creating a profile. This will include filling out an email address, name, and password for your account. You will then receive an activation email where you will click the activation link and be redirected to the ReTrack homepage. If you are redirected to another location, simply click Dashboard at the top of the page and you will be directed back to the homepage. If you already have an account, simply log in with ReTrack Connect for the first step. From there, on the ReTrack homepage, you will see throughout the page there are multiple references to programs and directories. At the top of the page, you will always see Dashboard, Programs, and Directories. Click Directories at the top of the page. From there, you will be redirected to a list of all the available directories within Recycle Search. Scroll down the page or set the filter to Michigan at the top of the page and find the Michigan DEQ Recycling Directory. Once you find it, click the Details button and then Join. You will then have the option to either create a new organization if you have no previously existing organization profiles within ReTrack, or join with an existing organization if you have already created a profile for an organization within the system. Choose the option that applies to you by clicking either Create New or Join next to the name of your organization that you would like to list in the directory. From here, if you are creating a brand new listing, the system will now ask you to name your organization and select your organization type. You can choose between a variety of organization types, so just be sure to choose the one that is closest to your establishment. You will then be prompted to enter an address and contact information for your establishment. Fill this in for the address of the location where residents will visit to recycle their materials. If you have already created a profile within ReTrack, this step may not apply to you because you will have already specified your organization name and type. Next, the system will ask you to input a specific location for your establishment. Note that this address should be the location that residents are physically able to drop off their materials. If your organization does not permanently accept materials at a location, you may type in an office location and specify later that your organization does not physically accept materials at the address specified, or type in to be determined for the street address. We will cover this more later in the tutorial. Once you have input your contact and location information, you will be redirected to a page that will ask for links to social media, hours of operation, description of your facility, and any notes. The description section will be what appears under your facility listing towards the bottom when a resident clicks on the Expand Listing button when they search for a location to recycle a material. This is generally a few sentences explaining your facility, mission statement, what you do, etc. The Notes section appears towards the top of your listing and is specifically designed to provide a space to list any more pertinent information, such as special hours, limitations on who you accept materials from, charges for certain materials, or other important information to the resident looking to recycle. This is also where you could specify if the address listed does not physically accept materials but will organize collection events, for example. Just be sure to update the listing once you have more information on your event with the correct address, times, etc. The notes will appear before the description in your listing and will therefore be more easily seen by users of the system. Once you have completed all of this information, hit Save. The next section will ask you what types of materials your recycling location accepts. There are broader categories that the system identifies, which are recycling, solid waste, hazardous waste, organics, construction and demolition, and electronic scrap. All of these categories can be expanded into more specific materials. If your recycling location recycles a type of material that you are unable to find listed as an option within the system, please feel free to contact us and we will direct you to where it is categorized or recommend it to the Recycle Search development team to add it into the system. Please note it is extremely important to be accurate in choosing the material types your establishment collects. This information is what the system will use to determine who to direct residents to. Therefore, please only list materials that your facility actually accepts from residents, and be sure to update this information if it changes. You are able to update your information as frequently as you would like. This will help keep the Michigan DEQ Recycling Directory as accurate and useful as possible. DEQ staff will receive an email that your organization has signed up for the directory, will verify that the information is correct, and will either approve your listing or contact you about any issues. This happens usually within a few business days. After your listing has been approved, your facility will show up for residential searches based off of their location in relation to your facility, as well as if your recycling location accepts the type of materials they are looking to recycle. Since accuracy is of utmost importance for this directory to ensure the usability for residents, we again encourage you to update your information as frequently and as many times as you would like. If your organization would like to update or add any new information, you may edit your profile at any time. To do this, log into your Retrack Connect account, find your organization name under the Michigan DEQ Recycling Directory module under the My Directories section, and click Go. This will bring you to a new page titled Michigan DEQ Recycling Directory Status. From there, you can make your listing public so that residents are able to find it when they search for locations, or private, which will only allow you to see your organization and will unlist it from the directory. You may also click the blue arrow or green check mark next to any of the sections. From there, you are able to add, change, update, or delete any of your information in the directory. Just be sure to hit save at the bottom of the page. The system will differentiate between data that is complete and data that is incomplete. A green checkmark icon means the data is complete for the corresponding section. A blue plus mark means additional data is needed in order for the section to be complete. Once you see all green check marks, it signifies that your listing has complete information. Thank you for watching the Listing Your Facility in the Michigan DEQ Recycling Directory tutorial. Please visit our webpage for more information, links to our registration portal, and more tutorials. You can also contact me at laffertya@michigan.gov or Steve Noble at noblesfor@michigan.gov with any questions or concerns.